What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back. I'm still out and about. Tomorrow, I'll be at home in my regular recording studio, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? But I had some guys in the past try to clown me about my studio, and I had to bring it to their attention. I'm not a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? I'm just somebody that shares knowledge about fitness and nutrition, and then I give you guys a little story at the end of my little videos that I put up. I don't really classify myself as a podcaster. I mean, if you want to give me that title, that's fine. You know what I mean? You know this cat right here. I'm easy going. I roll with the flow. You know what I mean? As long as we ain't going against the grain, it's all good, baby. So don't talk about it, be about it. Well, anyways, people, I am a full-time online fitness coach. If you want to get started in your fitness journey and start breaking those limited beliefs, getting results that you've been chasing after time, you can shoot me a DM. If you want to get a little bit more familiar with me, especially the new viewers that are viewing this channel now, my new subscribers, my followers, go check out my Instagram. My Instagram is High Power Fitness, high_power_fitness_. I have right there on my Instagram over a couple years of material, of me working out, proving that I do have that blueprint, because I went from fat to fit to ripped, and in order to do something like that, you're going to have a structured workout plan with your nutrition being dialed in. And that's where I come in as a fitness coach. What's necessary in breaking those limited beliefs, people, is having somebody that's going to be there to mentor you, guide you, and walk you through what you need to do to conquer your goals when it comes to just about anything in life. If you could find somebody that you're comfortable with, and if they have something that you desire, that you wouldn't mind, chasing after, especially a person that has results. And this is what I preach here on my channel, because I am a full-time online fitness coach. People, I know there's some people out there, the trollos, they want to say it's a cheeseman channel, but ain't nothing near that. Basically, what you guys do on there, typing and all that stuff, that's a different form of cheeseman. You know what I mean? Except for you guys are just typing, putting it in script. So stay off that, man. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. You guys are always trying to stir stuff up, stir the pot. You guys, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You keep me in the algorithm. It's all cool. You know what I mean? I appreciate every last one of you guys. Oh, and before I go on, this cat does ramble on, and I forgot to give appreciation to all of my followers, my subscribers, and, especially my channel members. I appreciate you guys very much. The trollos, the new cats that are trying to come on here to try to bash me and stuff, because they go sticking their fingers in my Kool-Aid and don't even know what flavor it is. Hey, keep doing what you do. We all know at the end of the day, you're not about that life, because the real ones that are righteously about that life aren't on social media typing away trying to bash others for their beliefs and their opinions. I lived a life in the past, and I've changed to who I am today, which is a full-time online fitness coach. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go back to the way I was rambling at the beginning. No, not so much rambling, just explaining to you guys I am that full-time online fitness coach. If you want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Like I said, I got plenty material proving who I am. I have the blue check mark as well. So for those of you that know, if you're running an Instagram page, if you have that blue check mark, there's certain procedures that must be followed to authenticate who you are. So no, I'm not an online scam. No, I don't hustle people out of their feria, their money. I do what I say I'm going to do. I don't motherfucking talk about it. I be about it. Like I said, check out my story from when I first started. I mean, there's a picture in my highlights right there of me eating a fucking big Carl combo, weighing 245 pounds with like about a 44-inch waist. And now I'm down to a $180, ripped and fit, to a 32-inch waist. I can fit in a 30-inch waist, but I don't like wearing my I'm not gonna wear my waistline that tight. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be fucking Mr. Ken. If you guys know, what was it, like the Ken and Barbie doll? You know, I ain't gonna go out like that. You know what I mean? I still like wearing baggy clothes because that's the way I grew up. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change my stilo for anybody. I'm going to keep running this. I'm going to keep running my earring because that earring, you know, trust and believe, man, that earring's probably, I lost the other one. I don't know what happened to it, but it's 2.74 carats. And no, I'm not bragging. It was a gift from my wife, and I've had it for many years. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Keep on doing this, people. You know what I mean? This stuff doesn't bother me, man. But anyways, people, you know, I am that full-time online fitness coach. I help change people's lives. I help break them limited beliefs. I've proven it time after time. I have people on my Instagram giving me testimonials from team members, and not only team members, civilians. You know what I mean? That's that I've given people free advice and free tips on how to get started in their fitness journey. You know, they stuck with it, they ran with it, they stood dialed in, they didn't try to reinvent the wheel, and they got their results. You know, it's really not that hard, people. But you know, I know there's a point in time where everyone needs some type of guidance from somebody else, whether you like it or not. You know, you're just gonna have to put your ego and pride to the side, you know, because eventually we do plateau, and sometimes we come across a dead-end road where we don't know how to understand how to get out of there. You feel me? We don't know how to put it in reverse, you know. So with me on my program, you know, I make sure that I educate you, provide you with the tools that you need where you could apply this to your daily lifestyle and make it a lifestyle, such as I've done for myself. You know, this is something that I do day in, day out. I don't think about it. I be about it. I don't even, basically, like when I bounce up in the morning, I don't have my stuff scheduled or written down or anything. It's just something that I do on a daily. It's kind of like the average cat that's out there when they get up to go to work. On their way to work, they usually run across that donut shop, and I was guilty as myself. I was guilty. I was one of the persons guilty. Go get me my cup of Warichi, put in like 6 creamers of French vanilla or the Hershey chocolate with one sweet and low packet, and that with the donut. You know what I mean? It was I wouldn't even say traditional. It was just more of a habit, and it became my lifestyle because, you know, eventually you start off, it becomes a habit. You start with a little bit of motivation on this on your fitness journey. With that motivation, you run with it. You run it in, over, go on repeat. And then eventually it becomes a habit. You know, with that habit, you know, you start seeing results. And with that habit becomes a lifestyle. And that's what it's become for me, you know, people. So this is what I do. So don't think that this is a Cheeseman channel, because the proof is in the pudding, people. If you want to get started on that fitness journey, man, I could get you to get them results. Like I said, guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? I do finance. And don't be another statistic, man, and blow off another summer. You know, me, I'm summer ready. I'm up and down all the coast, from up north all the way to down south. And I get acknowledgement from a lot of individuals, you know what I mean? And like, I'm not tooting my own horn, man, but you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real and 100%. You know, no matter how you look at it, I'm an older gentleman. I'm 54 years old, man. And if you look, if this wasn't here, replaced with you would think my body was from a youngster, you know what I mean? Because I put in the work. I actually deserve to toot my own horn, you know what I mean? Because I went from like shit, man, from the worst, I mean, rock bottom to on top of my A game, man. Yes, I do ramble on a lot. And I forgot to tell you guys, up north, I'm going to get into this tomorrow, man, because I did ramble on a little bit too much. I came across a couple people from up north. Obviously, I'm in Salas. You know what I mean? Monterrey. You know, I'm all up here. You know what I mean? Soledad. A lot of norteños up there. Okay? I ran across certain individuals and got reactions from certain individuals. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's obvious when someone doesn't fit in your environment. You know, if you're a person that pays attention, if somebody that's played in that, how should I say, played in the reindeer games, you're able to identify others that don't belong. You stand out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you an example, man. It's kind of like me pulling up to old movie. Some of you guys may get a little offended because there's a lot of sensitive people here on social media. Revenge of the Nerds. I go and pull up to one of their gigs, right? Someone looking like me. You know their music's gonna stop. You know what I mean? That became Watusi Dance. I forget what movie. That movie was funny as shit. And no, I'm not clowning my brothers because I got love for the brothers and sisters. I got love for everybody, man. I don't care. I'm non-biased. I'm colorblind. Respect is everything when it comes to me. You give respect, you get respect. You show love, I give you that mutual love in return. You know what I mean? If somebody needs help, if they're struggling, and if I could assist you, I'd be more than willing to help out. But anyways, that example, man, I pull up to a party with these cats, or you know, the Revenge of the Nerds, the Nerd Herd, and I'm not being mean about this. I'm just reflecting on a childhood movie that I seen when I was growing up. Those of you that are in my age group, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Revenge of the Nerds, baby. Can't Buy Me Love and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Look, man, they don't make movies like they used to, right, people? Let's keep it real. This day of age, man, the movies is just as bad as the music. The shit's boo-boo. Everybody sounds the same, pretty much. You know what I mean? Not everybody, you know what I mean? I'm being a little bit too harsh, you know? But just trying to keep it real because that's what I do, man. You know what I mean? I keep it real 100%. I don't sugarcoat anything for anybody. Never have and never will. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you yes just to fucking please you. Hell no. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you and let you know what you need to know. You know what I mean? That's what I do on my fitness program as well. But anyways, I did ramble on a lot. And yes, I did come across a couple individuals. Obviously, they were norteños, and obviously, I'm not a norteño. I'm from down south, and you know, hey, tomorrow's another day, and tomorrow I will elaborate on that a little bit. You know what I mean? I wish I would have told you guys at the beginning of this video because more than likely the topic that I put up, you're gonna say it's clickbait, but it's not. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm gonna put it up is that way you're expecting mañana's content. Hey, maybe I am a content creator, huh? Man, I just said it. I just put a jacket on myself, huh? I do this. Hey, keep in mind, man. I do this stuff. It's therapeutical for me. I do it for entertainment. I'm actually getting monetized now, but you know, I wasn't into it for monetary purposes. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was more for entertainment and pushing my business on what I do is online fitness coach. You know what I mean? This is an avenue. It's called creative marketing. For those of you that don't know, now you know. There's creative imaging as well. And you see those with the other guys that have all these special effects and all that. That's creative imaging, people. Me, I keep it real and 100 authentic. You know what I mean? I keep it at a level where the people that I grew up with could relate to me. Because I want them to feel comfortable when they sign on with me. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. Because that's the worst thing you could do when you sign up with any type of fitness program is coming in uncomfortable. You shouldn't have to get used to being uncomfortable. You feel me? Because I know there's a lot of people say that, you know, you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. No, it shouldn't have to be that way. I welcome you onto my team. I support you 100%, and that goes with all of my other team members. We always show support to one another. So if you're really ready to get started on your fitness journey, like I said, shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. I have so much to offer. I've sent out my flyer to a couple of individuals through email. Keep in mind, if you're watching this video, that's an old flyer when I first started. My program has grown so much. I've had so many upgrades to my program, so many other perks. So that's pretty much just a basic pricing range, because the price hasn't changed, but the program has gotten better, and it's getting better on the daily. You know what I mean? The bigger my team grows, the better it is. You know what I mean? Because I'm always open-minded with anybody that's out here trying to show me a good avenue on a way of pushing my business or promoting it. I'm all ears. And yes, definitely, I'm all ears, baby. You guys already know shit. I'm Mighty Mouse, Mickey Mouse, whatever you want to label me as. You already know, man. This OG, I ain't tripping on that stuff. But anyways, people, I think I went rambling on enough, man. I went off course a lot. But tomorrow, tune in. I did have an encounter with a couple norteños. I came across a few of them. Let's keep in mind, man, I was right there in Salas. It's a beautiful place, but treacherous at the same time. And for those of you that know, you know. And to oh boy, Spider, much love and respect to you, my boy. You already know. I'm not gonna say who you are, because that's just out of respect, other than your plaquiazo, your name, Spider, my boy. And you already know who hooked me up with you, my boy, my team member. For those of you that know, you know. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, I'm going to bring this video to an end. Yes, you're going to think it's clickbait, but it's really not, man. It's just to keep your ears open, because tomorrow I will be elaborating on the encounter that I had with the couple of norteños. Now, with that being said, get up and get yours. Don't motherfucking talk about it. Be about it. It's time to start becoming that 10.5, baby. Shoot me a DM, High Power Fitness, high_power_fitness_, or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Now, get up and get yours. Let's do this.